Hi everybody, how are y'all doing? Thanks for stopping in. I've been real excited about this episode of Richard in the Kitchen because I'm going to share with y'all a classic hamburger from the Dallas Metroplex area. If you're from Dallas or you've ever visited Dallas and had the opportunity to go by a little joint on Northwest Highway at Abrams Road, it's called Keller's Hamburgers and Beer. It is phenomenal. I have gone there since I was a kid. It's been there since about the mid to late 60s and founded by a guy named Jack Keller. He's a great guy. I've met him. I've been there many times and had their number 5 double cheeseburger. It is great. And I tell you what, if you haven't been there, take the opportunity to go by there. I think you'll enjoy it. So, like I said, I'm going to try to recreate this. Maybe we can come close. I think I have. So let's get started. Let's get over. I got me a cold mug of beer. Got a good dog. Got hockey on. Let's get started. Okay, what you're going to need to do this, of course, is some hamburger buns. Now, there's two things that I think makes the Keller's number 5 double cheeseburger very special. Those are poppy seed buns. It's very difficult to find poppy seed buns at your grocery store. So, I'm going to show you how to do that and recreate that. The other second thing about his hamburgers is the sauce. They call it a secret sauce. I've been there. I've even taken this bottle there and tested it out to see if it's close, and it's very close. What I think it is Thousand Island dressing. I think that's his special sauce. I'm not sure, but it's awful close. Okay, obviously we're going to need some shredded lettuce, a little bit of butter, some onions. On the standard number 5 hamburger, it doesn't come with onions, but you can request that. They'll be glad to put some grilled onions on there for you. Some tomatoes, some American cheese, some salt and pepper, of course, poppy seeds, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. And of course, some hamburger meat. Now what I'm using is 96.4 just to try to save on a little fat. I've done this recipe one other time, and I tell you what, it's number 5. So with that started, let's get the hamburger meat prepared. Now what I like to do with my hamburger meat, you don't want to overwork your meat. It tends to come out tough if you do it that way. You know, they work it and you form it, and what we're looking for is a perfectly shaped burger. So I use these things. These are takeout lids, and they just work really good. So what you do is you just take your meat, kind of put it in a little ball. Don't overwork it, because that'll ruin it. So you just kind of put it in that little thing right there, and you put it down there like that, and you just press it down. Work it around, and you'll come out with a perfectly shaped burger when you take this thing out of there. To me, that's the easiest way to do that. Look at that. Ain't that great? Now, what I like to do is I got some parchment paper here. I like to put it on some parchment paper because what we're going to do is we're going to put that patty on that parchment paper. Just kind of helps it get it off there before you take it in the pan. This thing right here, y'all ought to try this. You can get it, you can go to a gas station and get you a takeout lid. It works the same. That way you're not overworking the meat. You get it perfectly shaped and the perfect size. It doesn't take long to cook. Man, look at that. Isn't that just great? Right. Now, once you get your burgers formed, look at that. How about that? Okay, now what you want to do is you want to put your meat in the refrigerator for about 15-20 minutes and let them burgers firm up a little bit. That way they'll stay together when you put them in the pan. And so let's give that a chance to do that. And let me get to these buns and show you what I do. Now what you want to do with these buns, like I said, it's so hard to find any hamburger buns with poppy seeds on there. And a word of caution, if you eat a poppy seed bun, don't go take a drug test the next 3 days because you'll fail it. Guarantee you. Been there, done that. All right. Now, what we want to do is we want to take these poppy seeds and we want to add these to this burger. So the idea is to get them to stick to this burger. So what we're going to do is we're just going to rub the top of this bun with some butter. And what we'll do once we get those poppy seeds on there, we'll put them in the pan and kind of grill that, and it'll kind of seal those poppy seeds in there. Now you can also use an egg wash and kind of use a brush to put some white, just the egg, not the yolk, over there, and you just sprinkle these poppy seeds on there and it'll adhere to that butter like that, and you just press that down. Now we're going to seal that in there in a pan once we get ready to get our meat done and get that on there. So in the meantime, I'm going to fry me up some taters. I got me a russet tater here I've cut up, and I'm going to get that started. And once our meat gets chilled a little bit to hold form, we'll get to that. Okay, our burgers have been in the fridge for about 15 minutes firming up. And what we're going to do is we're going to stick these on the skillet. I got my taters done. And let's get this meat done. All right. We got our meat ready to go on the pan. Man, don't you just love that sizzle? That's just so great. Perfectly formed burgers. And I tell you, no kidding, guys. I tell you what, if you live in Dallas and you ain't never been to Keller's Hamburgers and Beer, you know what? Give it a try. It's great. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit this with some salt on this top side until we flip it, and a little pepper. Give them burgers a little taste. You know, like I said, Keller's Hamburgers and Beer has been there since the mid and late 60s. It really is an experience. It's a drive-in type joint. I like that word, joint. You know, you just drive up in your car, your truck, your motorcycle. Girls come out and wait on you. You give them your order. And like I said, get the number 5 double cheeseburger. It is absolutely great. I tell you, I guarantee you. Okay, now while our burgers are doing on cooking on one side, I've got this pan here preheated, and this poppy seed bun that I've done, I'm just going to lay that in there, and we'll press that down, and that kind of seal those poppy seeds in there. I've tried to get some poppy seed buns, and I can't find them nowhere other than online, and I'm impatient. I ain't got time to wait on that. So you just kind of heat that up a little bit, warm those poppy seeds up, and we'll be ready to eat as soon as these burgers are done. And while we're waiting on these burgers to cook, you're not going to believe this. Sprint evidently, or Samsung evidently, wanted to do an update on my phone while I was in the middle of recording this. So this will be a 2-part series. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. That just makes me so mad. But hopefully this will turn out okay, and y'all can give this a try. I really apologize. I hate it when they do that. Okay, our burgers are done. We'll get us a bun. Look at that. Got some cheese on it. We've melted on there. And we're just going to slide that on that burger. Keller's number 5 hamburger. Ain't that something? Alright. Now, we want to take our special sauce, which I believe is Thousand Island dressing. And we want to spread it on our bun. Generously. And then what we'll do is we'll take some shredded lettuce, put it on there. Oh, this is going to be so good. Keller's number 5 hamburger. And some onions. Man, I tell you what. There's some cold beer. Man, I really apologize about this video being a two-part deal. It just kind of makes me mad that whoever it is, Samsung or Sprint, decided to do their thing on updates while I'm in the middle of doing this for y'all. That just upsets me. How about that? Look at that right there. Keller's number 5 hamburger with poppy seeds. That's just great, man. That's not fun. Ah, it just fell right out of there. How about that? Man, it's so juicy it just slipped right out of there. Alright, let's give this a bite. Let's give this a taste test. Man, look at that. Look at that right there. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. That's so good. Juicy. Man. If you ain't never been to Keller's Hamburgers and Beer, go. I promise you, you'll have a good time. I have a good burger and a beer. Give this a try. I'm sorry for all the mishaps in this. I didn't have any control over what Samsung does. But anyway, give this a try. Till next time, be nice to one another. I'll see you later. Bye.